WWE Raw in 5 minutes. 5, you ask? Where's the normal 3 minutes? Well, it was so packed, I felt that it would have been kind of difficult to get it into 3 minutes. So here's WWE Raw in 5 minutes. Let's get the counter on the screen and let's cover something that was frankly very, very interesting. Raw opens with the big 6-man tag team, the Bloodline versus the New Day. This is huge. People are saying, why the fuck you throwing it out there first? Because, dipshits, Monday Night Football happened pretty much straight afterwards, so they wanted to get the big main event in first. And they had a huge main event as well for other people who may have stayed with it instead of watching the football. Match was great, fantastic match, as you would expect. Bloodline picks up the win courtesy of the Tribal Chief himself, Roman Reigns. Electric. Absolutely electric atmosphere. The crowd went fucking ballistic when Big E and Roman Reigns squared up. This felt like a big deal. This felt like it could be a genuine WrestleMania main event. It's most likely going to be the main event of Survivor Series, and we're all okay with that. And honestly, the only thing that I really didn't give a shit about, Doudrop beat Ava Marie again. I'm glad that she won, but this really does suck. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. We might have seen it 1,000 times, but every time it's a great wrestling match. And I'll tell you one thing I loved about this match was the storytelling. I love the fact that AJ Styles goes for the phenomenal forearm. Randy Orton then goes to counter with the RKO. They both catch each other out as if to say, you caught me on one, you caught me on another. And this time we both caught each other. Great storytelling, really good match, really fluid, a really lovely palate cleanser in the middle of the card. Excellent match, and of course Randy Orton wins because RK Bro has legitimately been one of the best things going on a very, very poor Raw up until now. Shayna Baszler murders Nia Jax. Finally! And I'm saying, where the fuck has this been? Shayna Baszler is a destroyer. She's a legit shooter. She should have murdered Nia Jax from the very get-go as soon as they lost the tag titles. But they took so long getting to this point, but we're finally here. Now, can we please have a legit Shayna Baszler going after the title and becoming the women's champion that she should be? Even the mid-card stuff that you normally think is crap on Raw was really good this week. Case in point, Mustafa Ali and Mansoor. They're a great tag team. Obviously, I'm going to appreciate them as Middle Eastern representation. However, they took on a brand new team. Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo are finally on the same page. My God, that is one sexy tag team. And I can just hear my friend Astrid from here with all the Latin first. Great match, of course, and the newcomers get the win, and that's fine. A little bit of a shame that Ali and Mansoor kind of already feel like a done thing and, you know, they're just not going anywhere. But really excited to see what they do with Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza. Feels like a very big deal having these two as a pair. Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley have, frankly, a bit of an underwhelming match, as to be said. However, they do capture the women's tag team titles. It should feel like a bigger deal than it was. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you can leave it in the comments below and let me know what you think. But I'm glad they won. I think they're a really cool odd couple. And Raw has already proven with RK Bro that odd couples work in the tag team division. However, how many legitimately great opponents do you have for them? Maybe Tegan Nox and Shotzi Blackheart are finally going to get the call up because everyone keeps crying about that on the internet. We shall see. Alexa Bliss. They just love her. Not really. Boring. Alexa hosts Charlotte Flair in one of her playground things. It wasn't horrible, but it just went on a bit. What annoys me is the whole idea of Alexa Bliss is that she's this paranormal gimmick. So why all of a sudden is she completely disregarding that and talking like a normal person again when she starts chastising Charlotte Flair, saying, oh, everybody knows that you don't have anything, that all you have is a title, you're lonely, you're pathetic, you're narcissistic. I love the fact that Alexa Bliss took a cheap shot about her stealing things and Charlotte Flair just snapped back immediately and went, let's not talk about stealing things, mate, because you are literally Bray Wyatt 2.0 and not very good either. Don't really like the gimmick, feel like it's run its course. Please, can we have a normal or somewhat normal Alexa Bliss back? Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus. It's alright. Don't really mind so much. Damian Priest is at ringside. If Jeff Hardy had won, he would have been added to the US title match, and instead Sheamus kicked him square in the face. Fair enough. And in your main event, wow, okay, how did this not make it onto pay-per-view? Big E, the WWE Champion. Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion. Bobby Lashley, who, by the way, is a fucking monster and had plenty to say at the beginning of the show, He comes into the main event and it is just fucking awesome. 3 meaty, massive hosses slapping into each other. You know we love meaty hosses here at the Wrestle Blog. This was fucking fantastic. Of course the Tribal Chief picks up the win again because who else? He is the Golden Boy. But it feels believable. It doesn't feel like it's forced down your throat. By the way, people saying that, oh, they've clearly hot-shotted this. Oh, they've clearly wasted it on free TV. Yeah, because Daniel Bryan versus Kenny Omega on Dynamite this week. That's not wasting it on TV, is it? Jesus Christ. Great main event, as you would expect. Honestly, balls to the wall, awesome. And honestly, capped off the best Raw I've seen in over a year. I genuinely thought this Raw was fucking fantastic. A couple of little nitpicks in the middle where you thought, eh. But, all in all, really high quality. And it had great pacing. And the fact that the Tribal Chief, the Bloodline, that kind of stuff just elevates it. You can see why SmackDown is so far ahead of Raw. Because it's got the stars. So when they brought some of that star power to Raw, shock horror, it was fucking excellent. Let's just hope the draft really helps Raw out, because it needs it. We're never ever going to get away from 3-hour Raws. We're just not. So, we may as well embrace it by loading up that 3 hours with great star potential instead of a load of crap. This Raw was fucking awesome. If you didn't watch it, you missed out, frankly, as far as I'm concerned. I shit on Raw a lot, but this week genuinely was awesome. I've been Aaron X. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, it is Extreme Rules this weekend, which means cheeky little giveaway to say thank you for getting us to 400 subscribers. I'll catch you very soon for more content from the Wrestle Plug.